Okay, so I had an alright day. I was 1 for 4 or 1 for 3. I don't know. One trade I added to and that was a loss, but we'll start with PDD, which it seems like this happened to pretty much everybody that I was paying attention to in the room. Everyone seemed to get chopped out on this. So I was long. Opening range break up. We opened pretty strong. Had a minor pullback. And we had this big red candle that turned out to just be pretty much a wick. And then we wicked down on the following candle, 934 or 933. And then we were gaining strength. I went long above all the moving averages. So if we look at the 5 minute, the only thing we really had, we had a decent amount of room, and then we had the pre-market high, and then after the pre-market high we had, I guess I'll show it on the daily, we had this level, 31.20, which coincided right there. So we had a lot of room to move, and that's why that was pretty much the reasoning on the long trade here. Above all moving averages on the 1, the 5, the 15, the daily. No resistance close besides the pre-market high, which would have been about 2 to 1. So I would have got a partial before then. So I really liked how this was setting up. So I took half there, and then once I saw this hammer, I took full size then. I was to a full size position with my stop below this wick. And we're sitting under the moving averages on the 1, which made me a little nervous. And when it broke these wicks, I just got out. I really didn't like how it was trading. I mean, if I had more confidence in just the ticker and how it was moving, my stop would have been a below VWAP or below this daily level, but I just didn't like how it was trading. I didn't like the level 2. I didn't like the time and sales, so I just got out. And that's more than alright with me. I got out for a little bit less than 1 hour, like 0.75 hour, I think it was. But next we traded Target. All-time highs were in pre-market. We're in all-time highs right here. So some profit-taking sell-off at the open, and then we grind back above the moving averages. I started looking at it right around here, 940. And once I saw these two hammers, or these two wicks, not necessarily hammers, I took it long. Once we were above the moving average, I took it long. Nothing in its way except the pre-market high, and then after that is just all-time high territory. So I'm long, and this candle dumped really fast, and I didn't want to risk it. My stop was below these, and I stopped myself out right away. And then it immediately got bought back up, and I re-entered long, same spot, same amount of shares. I just had a 5-cent worse entry, 7 cents worse of an entry than I did before, and I lost about, not a full R here, it was, oh wait, no, I did lose 1 full R. So I'm long here again. 100 is, just cannot really be broken for quite a bit. Then we eventually break it, and we immediately jump 74 cents. I say 74 cents because I had a limit order at 75 and it never got filled. And once I saw that we're just holding right here, I canceled my limit order. 75 would have been 2 to 1, and I put it up towards right under 101. It was 199 cents, I think it was. Yeah, 199 cents, which is about 2 3/4, 2.5 to 2 3/4 to 1 for my first partial, which is obviously awesome. I had the same issue yesterday. So I had a level with nothing in its way, about 3.5, 4 to 1. And I think I should have waited for my first partial there. This should have been my first partial because there was nothing in its way. We're all-time highs. We're nearing all-time highs. We're definitely going to hit that level. There was no 1 minute lows or anything. No new 1 minute lows besides this, but that's just a little pullback off the pop. So if I could do this again, I would have removed this. It was like 2.5 to 1 for my first partial, but I wouldn't have done that. And I would have done these shares and these shares, saved it right at that 101.50 level. Unless there was a 1 minute lower low, then I would have taken a partial. But if I could do this again, I would have done that. And then I take some more at 102. My thought process now is whole levels, or full dollars and 50-cent increments is when I'm going to take partials, because we're in all-time highs and there's no levels to base anything off of. You can maybe just watch the tape to see when you get weakness and then take a partial, but so 102 I took a partial, and then with this downtrend right here, once we were down here, I set a limit order for 101.70 to hopefully get fill, just to lock in more profit. I think I was how many shares do I have left at this point? I think I had about 30% of my shares left here, so I took 15% here. And then I did something which I'm more than okay with. Oh, by the way, at this point from here to here, I had a limit order at 250, or 102.50 if it broke through. So then we sold off really hard here, and we're selling off. And then right here I added, and we can bring up the 5 minute, and I'll show you exactly why I did this. So target extremely strong, up into near all-time high territories at this point. And we had this pullback which was kind of aggressive, but it was right to the 1 minute, right to the 50 on the 1 minute here, this pullback, and then the 9 on the 5. It coincided with the same level. So I took it long, thinking we're going to have a bounce off this. And I took my share size, it was small, but I took it to have it so at 101 would be the stop out. And it looks like I bottom ticked here, which I didn't even know. Once I got stopped out, I just closed it and had some stuff to go do. But I'm perfectly fine with this add in here. I'm really not. Yeah, even looking back, I have no issues with it. My stop was fine. The 101 was a previous resistance if we look back in the chart for a little bit right here. So I'm okay with that. I'm alright with that add. I'm alright with my trading today. It's too bad I got stopped out, because then looks like we moved up near past, wow, way past 102, make 102.50. No, not 102.50, but maybe eventually. Yeah, 102.70 we would have made. But yeah, I'm fine with this trade. I'm happy buying this pullback here, or just adding in some of my shares, and then a break-even stop to my average cost. Happy with my entry. Happy I re-entered the trade after I got stopped out originally here. Maybe pick a better stop next time. Stop in reality probably should have been here, and then I guess at this point VWAP if I'm taking this, but or at least under that low. But well, I'm happy with it. 3 green days so far this week. Ended with plus 1.9 R or something. This ended up being a 3.5 to 1 trade, which is good. I'm happy with. But yeah, hopefully you have a good day again tomorrow, and I'll see you guys then.